many hours of sleep tonight. For some reason, I just have like a ton of energy. I don't know why. Eating some egg whites. Oh, I don't eat eggs anymore. I stopped eating eggs for maybe a year, and I just eat egg whites. But they're hard to find everywhere you go. So every country, some countries have them. Everywhere, some other countries don't, and that really sucks. But anyway, let's get to the video. I just kind of want to talk about people who complain. And I saw a post that I don't think it was a video from some famous guy. I forgot his name. I don't care, but he was basically saying that women are more emotional, which is very true, and that they care more about now than the future. You know, men typically plan more and stuff like that, and that you could take a woman on a private jet and she would still complain or say you don't do anything for me like a few days later. She could still do that after getting her a private jet. That's what the dude was saying. But what's interesting to me is when it comes to most dudes who complain about feminism or what girls do nowadays, whatever, I realize that there's nothing a girl can do to please them. To be a good, there's nothing. So for example, the dude said, oh, she'll complain about I do nothing for her the day after she was on a private jet flight, right? But what's interesting about that, if that same girl were to not complain about anything and let him get away with it, she would become what? A gold digger. Oh, she lets him do whatever he wants because she flies on a private jet and she doesn't say anything to him when he does something wrong, blah, 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 blah. There's no winning. There's no winning. The only way, no, there is a way. But the only way a super hot girl could come close to pleasing most dudes who complain is if she dates a broke guy who's not attractive and doesn't have much going on. And she looks past all of that for her love for him. If she dates a broke guy with not much going on, not very attractive, and she looks past all that to just be with him. And you know why most of them won't complain so much about that? Because that's who they usually are. Those are the dudes who usually complain. The dudes who aren't attractive, aren't striving to be the best, aren't going hard, aren't starting businesses, don't have a career, don't have a woman in their life that they actually want there, and their lives don't go the way they want, and they're not really planning for tomorrow because they had enough. That's just kind of how it is. And I think a lot of guys are actually like that. The older I get, the more I'm realizing that it's like that for a lot of dudes. Because a lot of guys have the false understanding that the older you get, the more valuable you become as a man. No. It's not the older you get, the more valuable you become. You lose value as you get older if you're not building. The fuck? You don't just become better looking because you get older. It does not work that way. 100% no. What usually makes older men better than younger men is they usually dress better. They have more money. They have more property. They are more valuable because of the actual value they've built up over these years. If you're not building shit, you're just fading out. You're not included in that. It doesn't work that way. Now, maybe as women get older, they lose value like crazy, and us men, we don't. But don't think you're getting value as you're getting older just because you're getting older. That's not how it works. You should always be worth more than you were 5 years ago. If you're over 25, you should always be worth more than you were 5 years ago. If you're not worth more than you were 5 years ago, you're doing something wrong. How? 100%, you're doing something wrong. And if you're the type of man who don't even think about this stuff, it's not even like a part of your life, you don't even think anything like that, you shouldn't complain about shit. Because the reason you're complaining about shit is because of the position you put yourself in. And that's really just all I have to say. Like, there's almost nothing a beautiful woman can do to get approval from most of these guys who complain. There's nothing they can do. If they use their beauty, they're sluts. If they don't use their beauty, they're stupid. That's really it, guys. I'm out.